Sure, let's talk about the link between people pleasing and over caretaking. This person's like, I don't please.
Wow, I had never heard that explained that way, but it makes so much sense. I definitely over care for other people, for the people I love, and it comes from a need to be needed. And because that way I am valuable, I feel they're valuing me because of the things I do for them, instead of what I should be thinking, which is that they value me for who I am. And yeah, coming out of codependency is really hard. And there's so many blind spots, and they don't come at you like at once. The more work you do, the more blind spots you find, and so you change them. For me, what's been hard is finding the fine line between care, right? Like, what are my responsibilities as a mother to make sure I'm creating a physical, emotional, spiritual, safe space for my children, and what is doing too much for them. But because I grew up with a mom that was way overextended and with many, many emotional issues, I don't know, I wouldn't know what the line is, right? Because she tried to do some things, but there were a lot of other things that had to be neglected because her needs were not being met either, and she didn't know how to cope. And so I tend to overcorrect that. And part of me being a good mom is taking care of them, making them lunches and stuff like that. I feel like I have let go with my oldest one just because he's older and he's pretty independent. But I still find myself wanting to do things for him to show love. Yeah, so there is that. And then with my little one, she has some specific needs, and I want her to always feel love and be her safe place. No matter what's happening in the world, no matter what's happening at school, I want her to know that she has a safe space with me. And so, yeah, and so I can overdo it. I can definitely overdo it. Sorry, my dogs. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, so for me, finding that balance between what I do for them and what is overdoing and perhaps overstepping is something that I have to consciously think about, process, and then make decisions on what to do and what not to do. But is something that I think about daily and have to actively manage daily. And what I have learned is that with codependency and having a partner that's autistic, and the needs that they might have or the help that they might need to do the day-to-day, can put me on automatic overcare, because it's not only their emotional needs, but it's also their responsibilities. And I guess that's what does it for me. I want to make sure that the responsibilities are taken care of, the responsibilities of the household, and with the kids are taken care of. And so if they need extra time to take care of things, yeah, so that's where I'm going to care, because I want to make sure that things are taken care of in a timely manner, because I am very afraid of problems like on top of problems. So if I have a problem, I just want to get rid of it as soon as I can and solve it as soon as possible, so that there is the next thing coming, because it's life, and life will bring you problems or situations that you have to deal with. I just want to get rid of them just so that there is never like a pile, because that will feel too stressful for me. But then I will go into overcare because I just want to get rid of whatever the issue is. Yeah, it's very, very confusing. It's just like an oxymoron, because then I feel overwhelmed, or that all the work I'm putting in is not being seen and expressed or thanked, and so it's like a whole roller coaster. Yeah, don't be a codependent. That's the moral of the story. Just don't be a codependent.